Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. Now today I'm going to look at something a little bit different, and I'm going to take a look at the BCB Emergency Ration Pack. Now BCB are the company that make the British Army cook sets and Dragon fuel supplies. So let's have a look at the BCB Emergency Pack, get this on a table and see what the pack contains. So I have here the BCB Emergency Ration Pack. Now BCB are a company which supply the British Army with its cook sets and fuel, but they also make a range of accessories which the troops can buy to supplement their equipment. This is one of those items, and it is, as it says, an emergency ration pack. So let's have a look what the contents are of the BCB Emergency Ration Pack. Nice strong looking container, resealable, I can see the seal there. So let's just try that. That actually went, I didn't think it was going to go. So what have we got inside? Now everything is packed into a foil tray. So, first of all, we have a set of survival instructions. Very important if you're stranded in a desperate situation, and it's the sort of standard things that you can pick up in many survival books and guides, but very handy if you happen to be lost or stranded. So, a nice set, or a nice instruction sheet. We have a useful sealable bag, Ziploc bag. There is a Millennium Cherry Energy Bar. I've not seen those before. It'll be interesting to find out what they look and taste like. There are two Kendal mint cakes, and there's a very strong smell of the mint coming off those. Put those there. There are also two Nescafe Coffees. There is 6 of the standard British Army Oasis water purifying tablets. There's some brass wire, very useful in an emergency situation, making snares and things like that. There is a small tea light candle, again also very useful. I think the idea of these is to actually help make fire as opposed to provide a little bit of light. It's much easier to get a fire going if you've got a constant flame from a candle underneath it. There is a stock cube, an Oxxo cube, which we have here in the UK. I believe in the US they're called bullion cubes. There is a selection of sweets, 6 in total. A nice little pack of book matches, they're wooden ones. There is 2 sugars and 2 beverage whiteners. There is a pencil, which is always useful for taking notes and writing down important information. And there is the tiniest, absolute tiniest little button compass. I don't think you could make them any smaller. But it does seem to be pointing north. North is in that direction from where I live, so it does seem to be working. There is a survival whistle, and a nice sturdy foil tray, obviously for heating water and cooking in an emergency situation. So that is the contents of the BCB emergency ration pack. So let's get the food items out on a tray and see what they look and taste like. Okay, so I now have the food components of the emergency ration out on the tray, and I think I'm going to start with the beverages and make myself a Nescafe coffee. Now, I don't think these need any introductions. They've been around for a while, they're available in most countries, but we have one, so we shall make it. Okay. The coffee. Let's try one of the whiteners. Those whiteners didn't seem to be standing the test of time. And one of the little silver spoon British sugars. Okay. So, with the help of a trusty MRE spoon, American MRE spoon, give that a little stir. And while that does its thing, I think we'll also make the Oxxo cube drink, stock drink. So this is either a nice comforting drink, or you could use it as a base, I'm sure, for making some sort of wild soup using the old nettles and dandelions and plantains and whatever natural edibles we have here in the UK. Okay. Now let's take a look at the Kendal mint cake. I think this is famous world over, but not everybody's actually seen them. It is one of the very first high energy survival foods invented, I believe, used by the mountaineers around the world, and it's just a very crystalline mint flavoured chunk of sugar. We'll open one of the little sweets, just get it ready, nice and firm, not sticky, that's always nice. And of course, the main part of this is the Millennium Cherry Energy Bar, and it does say there's 400 calories, kilocalories, in this one bar, so that's very energy packed. Added with the Kendal mint cake, there is probably over 1,000 calories or more just in this little food content here. So let's have a look. No tear strip. Let's go back to the trusty knife. That still doesn't seem to have gotten it. Got to go right down next to the bar. Very vacuum packed. Now, a very dense, very heavy feeling bar. I don't know if you can see the sugar crystals there, they're actually glistening. Nice smell of cherry. So, as always, let's start with the coffee. Yeah, standard Nescafe coffee. Most people I think have tried that. Medium rich roast, nothing too elaborate. Just a decent warming drink when you need it most, for an instant coffee. Now the Oxxo cube. It's dark, it's rich. I don't know if you have these in other countries like the US, but they're certainly very well known here in the UK. a beefy, salty. I find it quite comforting. Beefy, salty, hot drink there. Also perfect to make as a soup base or a gravy base if you happen to find a few edibles. Great start for a soup, but also very nice as a drink. Okay, now I'm going to go for the Millennial Bar first, because I do happen to know that's mint and that might take away my taste buds. So it's a very dense compressed bar, quite firm, strong smell of artificial cherry. Also tastes of almonds in there. We have a paste that we put over cakes a lot here, marzipan. Tastes very much like marzipan and cherry. Very firm. You do need a good set of teeth to bite into it, but once it's in your mouth it crumbles nicely. Very sweet, very strong smell of almonds. There is definitely almonds in there, and cherry. Very nice, very pleasant. Certainly would have no problem eating that, most people. Now we'll have a look at the Kendal mint cake. As you can see, it's like a frosted cube of sugar. It breaks like sugar. If you can imagine sugar being dampened and then compressed and being allowed to reform. Let's have a taste. Quite soft, extremely sweet. It tastes like of peppermint, spearmint. Very similar to a centre we have here in chocolate in the UK. We have peppermint scented chocolates, and as you know, Fry's peppermint creams. They're very similar to the centre of those in taste. Quite smooth in texture, easy to bite, easy to chew. Very refreshing. Very refreshing. Nice. Easy to go in. Sugar boost when you need it. Okay. Very nice. And one of the candies or sweets. Looks like it might be an orange or an apricot sort of flavour. Standard hard sweets, hard candies. Can't bite it as soon as I put that into my mouth. They're very hard. Sort of thing that you'd pop into your mouth. A little bit of energy, morale boosting, sweetness as you walk along. There's a citrus orange flavour there. I think they are orange, but they're very, very mild. But again, a very nice, large, sugar-packed energy boost. So, let's have another taste of the coffee just to cleanse my palate. So, very quick recap for what there is. There's not a lot. The Oxxo or bouillon cube, very beefy, very comforting, very nice for a base to make some sort of soup or stew. If you manage to get hold of a bit of meat, it would make a nice little stew. Very comforting, and also makes a nice drink. Very beefy. Nescafe, standard middle roast coffee. Most people I think have had Nescafe coffee at some time. It is what it is. It's Nescafe coffee. Comforting when needed in a desperate situation. The Millennium Bar. Very heavy and dense. Very heavy flavoured of almond or marzipan flavour. Cherry in the background. You know that is full. Absolutely full of energy and goodness when you need it. Kendal mint cake. Dampened compressed sugar mixed to, it's very, very smooth. There isn't sugar granules in there anymore. Very minty, very refreshing on the mouth. Very similar to eating a strong mint chewing gum. But apart from that, it's just a very good energy boost. Again, sugar laden when you need it most. The sweets, they are orange flavour. Very small background flavour of orange. Very hard. Very, very hard. You'd need exceptionally good teeth to bite those as soon as you put them in your mouth. But there'll be a slow dissolve on a walk, morale boosting. Very nice. So that is the food content, and there was also the few emergency survival useful items: candle, pencil, whistle, matches, water sterilising tablets, survival instructions, and obviously some snare wire. Very useful if you find yourself in trouble. So I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification button for future videos coming very soon. So thank you once again and goodbye.